Okay, so I've got a bunch of meat here that I need to process up and put into my deep freezer. I already did get one of my roasts divided into two. I used half last night for Mississippi pot roast. I made a second Mississippi pot roast freezer meal and already got it in the freezer. When I show you everything that is done at the end, I will pull that out and show you guys that I made that too. So I've already measured out 2 pounds of ground beef. I am measuring out, sorry, there's meat on my hands. I'm measuring out now the rest in 1 pound, and these will go into the freezer. Okay, they had absolutely no London broils at Sam's Club, so I got this beef round eye, and I'm going to slice it into steaks. The second one I turned into 2 roasts. This one I am turning into steaks. So that's the end piece. I'm about to put some of these other cuts down and see what they end up weighing. Okay, that's not bad. For a nice little steak, that's not bad. Okay, so they're obviously different in weight, but they're close enough that it's not so bad. Okay, so I got 12 steaks out of that roast. They're all between 4.8, and then this last one was around the edge. These two are the edge pieces. This one's the biggest. It's about 7.1. I'm not going to try and cut it down anymore because I think that would just drop it too much. So they're anywhere from 4.8 or 4.9 to 7.1. So that's all decent. So I have 12, so I can either do 3 bags of 4 or 2 bags of 6. I really don't know. I'll show you guys when I bag them up. I have a whole pack of chicken breasts. I'm going to slice each one of these because they're huge through the middle and double my chicken breast. So I have a big pack of chicken tenderloins from Sam's Club. All of this meat is from Sam's Club. I'm going to get these bagged up. Some of the bags of the tenderloins, I am going to season with some sauces that I have that I want to use up. The chicken breasts I left plain so that I could figure out what I want to do with them when I thaw them. But these, I'm going to season some bags and leave some bags plain. Okay, now that everything's done, I have 3 bags of chicken breasts. There's 6 halved chickens in each. So 6 pieces in each. I have 2 pounds of ground beef and 1.5. 4 1-pound ground beefs for the freezer. I did decide to do my steaks in 6s. So I have 2 steaks for the freezer. I have a sweet and sour chicken, a Carolina mustard barbecue chicken, and a teriyaki chicken. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 meals worth of meat. So obviously sides and stuff will go with this, but all of this is going into my freezer to feed my family. So with all that meat that I just got put in my freezer, don't mind it's a little messy. So I have it all on this tray right now, freezing. And then, as I said, ooh, almost dropped it. Here's the Mississippi pot roast. I don't use chuck roast. I normally use a London broil. And if I'm feeding more people than just my family, I'll use 2 London broils and make a really big amount. I couldn't cut the round eye. Let me close my freezer. I couldn't cut the round eye into smaller roasts and have it be able to feed my family. So I just took 1 round eye and cut it into 2 roasts. And each roast was a Mississippi pot roast. So last night I used half for dinner, and then I have another one in the freezer. I do plan on going back to Sam's Club. We're very blessed with my husband's job and our budget that we are able to get some meat in bulk. So I do plan on going back to Sam's Club and getting some more meat. When my sister went, I gave her money and asked her to please go so that I didn't have to drag all the kids to the store. When she went, there was only 3 packs of chicken breasts. I told her only grab 1 and then grab a pack of tenderloins. It would just be easier. They had no London broils, and I did not want a giant chuck roast, so I asked her to grab the round eyes instead, which was perfect because I got steaks and 2 roasts. So I plan on hopefully going back and getting 2 more, getting more steaks out of one and 2 more roasts out of the other. Then I plan on getting some more chicken, and I'm going to see, I have some, what are they called? Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank, guys. I have some pork loins here. They are frozen, so they're not seasoned. They're just frozen in their freezer sealed original packaging. So if I wanted to, I could thaw them and season them or cook them up and then refreeze them or can them. But for right now, I'm just gonna leave them frozen. So I do have some pork. I do have some big pork that somebody gave my sister to give to me, because my freezer door outside got left open and all my meat thawed, so I had to throw it all as it thawed overnight. So somebody did give my sister 2 giant chunks of pork to give to me. I do plan on thawing those and putting them in my slow cookers and seasoning them up and making shredded pulled pork or shredded salsa verde pork, and then freezing those off and having pork in the freezer for that. What else? So this is what I got done this time around. I hope to get back and do some more, but this is big to have this much meat in our freezer with the way prices currently are. We've been going week to week. We have not been bulk buying meat. So it felt really good to be able to do that for my family.